Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about the Battle of Cantigny. You're probably seeing this after I uploaded my Guadalcanal video. And this is a smaller mock. This is possibly going to get redone one day. I'm not too sure because this is just a section of the Battle of Cantigny. It's not the whole thing. There's multiple parts to the Battle of Cantigny in terms of what happened on the days that, the battle happened on May 28th through 31st. But when they were trying to take the town, all that sort of stuff, you had these, U.S. infantry who would be crawling through the tall grass and all that stuff to, the German trenches. And there was also another section of the battlefield where there was a few Saint-Chamond tanks, which were French tanks, which I believe the Americans may have been using, or the French may have been using. Not too sure on that one. I'd actually have to do some more research. So I think one day I'd love to do a V2 of this. But for now, I think this is a nice little V1. I think it's a different take on World War I as well. Because I was watching, I believe it was the History Underground, I think in the past month or two. He went and visited the Cantigny battlefield and posted a video on it, and he was saying at one point, I believe, that the U.S. soldiers would be crawling through the tall grass, and they would have been doing essentially what they're doing here, which I'll showcase later on in the video. But for now, we're going to talk about the history of the Battle of Cantigny. So the Battle of Cantigny was in World War I, and it lasted from May 28th through 31st, 1918, and it lasted for 3 days, and the initial assault by U.S. forces was incredibly swift, capturing the French village in just 30 to 45 minutes on May 28th, 1918, which was the first day. And the next 3 days were spent fiercely defending the position against heavy German artillery and counterattacks, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the history. There's not much to it in terms of just little overview, but on top of that, one thing I want to talk about is if you're researching this, Wikipedia was also a bit inaccurate on this. They said it was just May 28th, but they talked about the counterattacks. What they should have done is said specifically May 28th through 31st like I did. But yeah, that is one thing I wanted to get out of the way, and now we're going to get into the build. Alright, so we're going to start on this build in terms of talking about it, and we're going to start from the American side and go down to the German side here. So there's a mix of brick arms, as you can see. Like, I think all three of my Germans, they have brick arms, and I think almost all my Americans, well, not almost all of them, that's for sure. Like, 2 of them have brick arms. Like that guy there, the officer, has an M1917 revolver, and this guy here, he has an M97 trench shotgun, because Germans didn't like shotguns during World War I, so that's something to note there. And then these guys, well, start with this guy. This guy has a Chow Chat, which I got off AliExpress with some World War II French. I believe I've shown them before. Can't remember. Might have been a hauls video. Don't remember, but I definitely showed them in my Battle of France video, just with that Chow Chat, except I didn't get a good angle on the Chow Chat in that video. But bought these M1917 rifles recently. They actually don't look bad, and they're honestly way more accurate than an M1903 Springfield, because in World War I, 75% of soldiers, I believe, were issued a M1917 rifle, and then, the other 25 would be issued Springfields that were M1903s, essentially. And thing to note about that is, if you had, like, let's say 12 soldiers on your build, 12 U.S. soldiers from World War I, and they're all riflemen, let's say, like, 9 of them would basically have an M1917, and then 3 of them would have a Springfield. So that's something to note. But the reason I didn't give one of them a Springfield is because that's currently on my Guadalcanal mock, which I still have together. Probably going to take that apart this weekend because it's UFC weekend, so I'm probably going to do that while I watch UFC or something. We'll see. So yeah, there really isn't too much to talk about. You got this guy here. He's aiming for the MG08 there that's firing towards the guy running into this crater. And you got this guy here with a Chow Chat. He's trying to fire at him, basically while standing up, which, I mean, I guess you could do that, although I don't know how comfortable it would be. But, I mean, you know. Because they were issued Chow Chats, I believe, by this time in May. They did not have BARs. I believe BARs were used in, like, the last weeks of the war. So, like, really, really, like, you know, towards the end of the war. So, farther away from this, because this is May 1918. So, like, late May 1918. So, these two guys, you know, they have M1917 rifles. That guy there, he also has an M1917 rifle. And as you can see, I tried getting him to hold it while laying down, but it was not exactly easy. So what I did is just kind of put his hand over it to make it look like he was holding it. And I just threw down a little bit of these like little axle pieces just to make it look like almost like little bits of wheat. Not really wheat, but like just kind of something to break it up a little bit, because I want to have this mini like poppy field. Just because every time I think of World War I, for some reason, I just think of poppies. And I thought it would just be a nice little way to add some color. So, I don't know if it's 100% accurate by any means, but I mean, it's fairly accurate, put it like that. To the part of the battlefield that I wanted to make it about. I mean, if you watched the History Underground video like I was talking about earlier, you'd probably figure it out which battle I'm talking about, the part of the battlefield I mean. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all these Americans talked about. Like I just mentioned those a bit ago, but if you go into the trench here through all this grass and stuff, you got also that crater is very deep, for anyone wondering. That's like almost 2 bricks deep. But if you go into this German trench, it's not the greatest, but it actually works, honestly. So you can see that guy there has a Gewehr 98 rifle with a bayonet. I only got 6 of those, but that's one of the 6. And then that guy there, belt-fed MG08 15, which is not the, which is like the smaller, not really smaller, it's just the one with the stock, I guess you could say. So that's what that is. It would be way more accurate if I just got the receiver, put spade grips on it, that sort of thing, but I mean, that's currently what I have right now because I'm not really wanting to do a Brickmania order yet, so that's what I have at the moment. And as you can see, this guy here, he has a P08 Luger. A Luger P08, sorry. And then you can see he has a club there, whatever you want to call it, with spikes on it. So he has that there. Just wanted to make his other hand do something, wanted to make it a little more unique in some ways, but I definitely want to at some point customize my Germans a little more, maybe make some like early World War I Germans with the Pickelhaubes, maybe buy a tiny bit extra in case I wanted to give these guys Pickelhaubes, although I wouldn't give many of them that. And I need to change their heads at some point. I did that for a good chunk of my army yesterday, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, maybe I'll do another army video soon just to talk a little bit about them. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do a few shorts about them. Just showcase that I changed their heads. We'll see. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. So not much to really talk about this video. Kind of just a small little build. Nothing crazy. Just wanted to be able to talk about this battle because it is the first American offensive, not major offensive in World War I, but the first offensive by the Americans in World War I, where they were basically saying, hey, we need to be able to show off to the British and the French what we can do, be able to help end this war. And so that's basically, in a way, what the Battle of Cantigny was. And they would take this French town of Cantigny in like 30 to 45 minutes, and they would hold it for like 3 days, and then the Germans were like, yeah, we're not going to take this town, so we have to basically, you know, not even try there. Which, that's simple. It's not, like, it's a simple way of explaining it. It's not the in-depth way of explaining it, because, I mean, to be fair, I don't think we'll want to sit here for like 30 minutes explaining it. if there is more in-depth detail to it. So I just prefer keeping things simple, make things easy to understand for people. So yeah, so I'll see you all in the next video. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I think my next bigger mock I want to do, like similar to how I did that one there, is going to be an American Civil War mock, but we'll see. Tomorrow is also, well, at time of recording, tomorrow is D-Day's anniversary, June 6th, which that's tomorrow, and that's the 82nd anniversary. So I think what I'll do is probably make a sword beach mock, I think, because I don't have any Canadians. So, I mean, unless I use my British as Canadians and call them Canadians, I could do that. Although I'm not sure, so I don't know. We'll think about it. But probably by the time you're seeing this video, I'll have that video up right after this one. So we'll see, because I'll probably just do a small one. It's probably going to be like half this size or a quarter of this size, because this is like, I don't even know what scale this is, honestly. I don't think this is 16 by 32. I'm pretty sure this is a little bigger than that. Could be, though, for all I know. But I don't think it is. No, it's 3 plates. It's like 48, I think, this way. If my math is right, it's 3 16 by 16 plates. So, yeah. I'm going to end the video here because it's going to be a lot more yapping if I don't. So, yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day and a great night, and yeah, see you in the next one.